Game number 3 of the opening weekend of the 2024 Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League sees two teams that have played against each other already. It's a rematch of the Bucks versus the Axemen. Hello, I'm Matt Morris and welcome inside the Legends Center in Warman. These two teams kicked off the Premier League season, but the Bucks were able to hop out in front and win that game. So they're looking to stay undefeated. The Axemen are looking to get their first win of the season. CJ McNabb is going to tend the goal to my right in those Bucks bronze jerseys, brown jerseys, whatever you want to call them. Brandon Schatz will be in net for the Axemen, moving from left to right on my broadcast screen with the white, red, and green trim jerseys. Nate Carter with it after the Axemen control the opening faceoff, and he'll send one in high of the goal. He'll go and give chase. Ruben Beatty with it now for the Bucks. As he'll throw that one right on goal. Nate Carter now with it. Henschel up the near wall for an Axemen forward. That's Kagan Jackstite. He scored 36 seconds into the first game, and you thought that the Axemen might run away with it in that regard, but two quick goals from the Bucks, and they really never looked back. Laframboise with it. Josh Laframboise now, the Regina product, is going to circle now. Will come out front with a shot, and that one goes just wide. McNabb with a chance in front, and a good stop. Now Josh Anderson had a big game the first time these two teams met. Henschel for Laframboise, just out of reach of him. Jackstite is able to keep that one and chips it forward for Laframboise with a shot and a good stop by CJ McNabb. Laframboise will follow up his own rebound. Far side now for Jackstite near the foreboards. Across for John Richardson, and he fanned on that one. Magnus being watched closely there by Nick Reimer. Magnus now tries to get that one for Jackstite. Anderson was right there. As now Lukian trying to chip that one past Richardson. Lukian had a 4-point game the first game these two teams met. Jackstite now below the goal line, centering pass, and that one gets intercepted. And now this could be a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Eckel, and that one just rolled off of his stick. He had him and Lukian, but it ended up being too hot for Eckel to handle, and then they come back in offside, so you never know how that play could have ended up, but and I guess we'll never know, but a dangerous chance for the Bucks. Face-off will come in the neutral zone right by the Axemen bench. Dean Crossland had a couple of assists in that first game. He'll just send it in deep. Braden Lovis hard in after it. It's now Josh Grimm with it, trying to play keep away. Now Brent Weens will find it. Now Grimm tries a centering pass. That one doesn't work, and now this could be a chance for a break the other way. There's a shot on goal and a good stop by McNabb. Rebound, McNabb steers that one aside, and Croston will clear out the rebound. Moves it up for Lovis. Lovis, draw pass for Grimm. Grimm now with some space, shot on goal, and that one's steered aside by Schatz. Now here comes Nate Carter. He's going to wheel through the neutral zone. Lovis is able to come away with that puck, and now here comes Evan Peters the other way. Peters working on Weens. And a good job by Weens to get that ball out. It's now Beatty. They'll just go D to D for Dean Crossland. Crossland now for Carter Broussard on the near side. Broussard has that one poked away by Mike Henschel. Good stick from the Axemen defender. And now Laframboise is going to give chase. He's going to beat out the icing call. Needs some of his teammates to catch up with him, however. Laframboise is going to walk out in front with a shot, and that one goes off of a Bucks defender's stick. And into the netting behind CJ McNabb, the Bucks goalie. Young Bucks goalie who settled in nicely during the first time that these two teams met. Now Broussard leaves it back for Reimer. Nick Reimer now in his own end. Has to send that one up for Anderson, who will give chase. Josh Anderson, the Bucks captain, centering pass. Richardson able to cut that one off, and he'll sweep it ahead for Caden Fiacco. Fiacco trying to push that one past Reimer. And that one gets out to Gervais. Here comes Peters now the other way with it. Evan Peters over the line. Being watched closely there by Richardson. Now Broussard a centering pass, but that one will come out for Fiacco. And Fiacco will chip that one past Reimer, trying to gain position on him, but can't. As Bryce Williams will bring it up now. Across for Reimer. Reimer, long lead feed. That one gets cut off, but comes right to Anderson. Might have a step on Henschel, but the ball rolled away from him, a centering pass, and now that one will go to no man's land, so Kagan Jackstite out the other way. Jackstite with it. Tries to make a nice move around Williams, and does. Centering pass for Magnus with a shot, and that one goes wide. Looked like it might have gone off Crossland and wide. Magnus will pick it up. Tries a centering pass, and that one will roll to McNabb, who hangs on. So Magnus is out with Noah Harach and Kagan Jackstite. So Laframbois not on this line. He is on the bench, however. So the Axemen throwing their lines in a blender early on in this one. Crossland trying to escape a Axemen forward checker. Beatty off the wall for Lukian, who chips that one past Henschel. Here comes Derek Lukian. Lukian across. There's a chance for Eckel, and that one just rolled off his stick. Henschel might have got his stick in that lane. That's now Beatty with it. For Crossland. Dean Crossland now will backhand that one for Lukian. Carter stepped up on him. That's now Jackstite will come out the other way with it. Working on Crossland. Jackstite with a shot, scores! Over the shoulder of CJ McNabb. And for the second game, Kagan Jackstite will open the scoring with 9:04 remaining in this first period. So Laframbois will now come out with Baschuk on his right wing. So now Brent Weens up for Jeremy Cushion, who puts it in deep. Now Reimer with it, being watched closely by Baschuk. That pass goes off the stick of Baschuk, but Lukian will find it, makes a nice move around Cushion, but then Laframbois is able to pick his pocket at the line. Here comes Laframbois trying to work past Beatty. Beatty will slow him up. Laframbois back for Carter at the near point. There's a shot. That one doesn't make its way through. Good block by Grimm. Now a lead feed for Lukian gets picked off. Baschuk with it at the near wall. Sends it down low for Cushion. Cushion now tries a centering pass. So now here comes Lukian over the line. Grimm with it. Grimm being watched closely by Laframbois. There's a shot. That one doesn't make its way to the net as Carter's able to stop that one. And so here comes Laframbois the other way. Ahead for Beau Gervais. Back for Laframbois with a shot, and he fires it wide. Picked up on the far side, and now here comes Reimer trying to make a move around a man. Richardson up for Gervais. The Axemen could have numbers. Gervais for Laframbois. Received that pass on his backhand. And there's a shot and a good stop by McNabb. And now here comes Lovis the other way. Lovis hard up on his man. That's Weems. It's now, here comes Magnus with it. Magnus for Caden Fiacco, streaking down the wing with a shot and a good stop made there. Gervais with it. Feeds Henschel, who will creep down. Henschel with some time. Scores! Mike Henschel crept down from his deep position. He was wide open and blasts one past McNabb. That's two shots that have now gone past McNabb on that high shoulder. And it's 2-0 with 7:09 remaining. A good job by Gervais to slow up and give him that feed. And Henschel had a goal in the first game these two teams played. So that'll be his second goal of opening weekend. Troy Baschuk now being watched closely by Williams, so he'll turn back, tries a centering pass. That one will go off of a Bucks player and straight up. Harach back for Carter. Down low for Magnus. Magnus trying to make a move around Crossland, still with it. Now there's a shot on goal, and that one goes wide. Henschel will pinch down to keep that ball in. Now he's going to go around the Bucks net. Centering pass for Baschuk just out of his reach, and Anderson will break out the other way. As they score, Evan Peters, on what was a pretty innocent-looking play, beats shots, and it's now 2-1, so the Bucks are on the board. So now the Axemen will look to regain their 2-goal lead. Jack Stite with it. We'll throw that one in front for John Richardson. Richardson has his pocket picked by Beatty, and now here comes the Bucks the other way. Lukian trying to chip it past Weems, is unable to do so he tries to spin away from him. Lukian will chase down the loose ball. Down low for Nathan Eckel. Eckel with it. Spinning away from Weems. A centering pass for Lukian with a shot, and that one goes just wide. Shots might have got a piece of it. As that one will go up. But now here comes Laframboise, who's able to pick up that loose ball. Laframboise trying a centering pass, and a good job by Lukian to get back and tie up his man. The Axemen bench wanted a call, but they're not going to get one. Lukian now sends that one far side for Josh Grimm. As Grimm will peel back in his own zone, the Axemen will change, as will the Bucks, so fresh legs on the floor for both of these teams. As we approach 5 minutes remaining in the opening period, 2-1, Axemen lead, looking for their first win of the 2024 season. That one just gets backhanded in by Reimer. And now Henschel, one of the 2 goal scorers for the Axemen behind his own goal. He'll set up as the Axemen look for a breakout. Carter will go D-to-D for Henschel. Long lead feed. That one is going to miss everybody, so it is going to be an icing call. And the faceoff will come back in the Axemen zone. 4:37 remaining in the opening period. 2-1. Axemen lead. They're leading in the shot category as well. Shots on goal 11-3 in favor of the Axemen. So you knew that they were going to respond after they lost 9-6 in the first game. So the face-off will come to the left of Shots. Nice face-off win there from the Bucks captain. There's a shot redirected in front by Anderson. Unable to get to the net, however. Crossland will send that one down for Eskra, pardon me. Eskra with a shot on goal. But now there's a centering pass, and that one got sent just high by Carson Eskra. Henschel Up the far side for Gervais. Icing is going to be waved off. McNabb will come out of his net to play that one. He'll leave it for Bryce Williams. Anderson with it. Will chip that one ahead for Eskra. That's now Anderson being watched closely by Magnus. Will slow up, looking for somewhere to go. He sends that one in front, and that one misses everybody. As Richardson will, or check that, that's Caden Fiacco. That plays that one down, and that's going to be an icing call, so. The Axemen are going to take a timeout here with 3:44. Brandon Schatz is talking to one of the members of the Axemen coaching staff. Might be an issue with the floor as well, perhaps. You can see Brandon Schatz there making sure that his grip is right in that crease. Not sure if that was the issue or not, but face off. One there by the Axemen. Good defensive zone face-off win. Reimer with it. Has that one roll off his stick, being watched closely there by an Axemen forward checker. So Reimer will now set up in the back of his own zone, behind his own net. There's a long lead feed, and that one is going to miss everybody, so it's going to be an icing call. Brent Weens tried to make a play on it, but he missed it, so now the face-off will come down into the Buck zone. So Laframboise out to take the face-off for the Axemen. Weens with it. Bastruk trying to keep that one in and can't. Laframboise is able to find that loose ball with a shot, and a good stop made there by McNabb. As now Carter Broussard up for Peters. Evan Peters just gains the line. As he'll push that one in deep. Broussard, first one in after it. Laframboise with it. Now he's going to throw it up for Bastruk. Bastruk over the line on the near side. Back to Laframboise. That one got intercepted. As Beatty is now with it. Makes a nice move around Bastruk, but Carter is there to help out. Laframboise with it. Now he's going to take a shot, and he rips it high. Now Josh Grimm will poke that one past his man. Not enough for icing. Laframboise first there. As Carter will poke that one past Peters, and here he comes, one on about three. Carter with a shot, and a good stop by McNabb. Jack Stite will pick up that loose ball on the far wall. He'll send it back for Carter, near side point. That one doesn't get through. Crossland now being watched by Magnus, as he will try to escape him, and he'll send it up for Anderson. Here comes Josh Anderson now with a burst of speed. Trying to buy himself some space. Still with it. Drops it back for Eckel. Eckel tries to make a move around his man. Eckel now is going to walk in with a shot, and that one gets blocked by Henschel. Now Carter up for Jack Stite. Jack Stite will move that one up for Cushion. Cushion up for Jack Stite, one of the two goal scorers for the Axemen in this first period. That's Williams now for Crossland, and now Lukian with it, with some space on the near wall. Derek Lukian will try to center that one for Eckel. Eckel able to get it back for Lukian. Lukian in front, back for Eckel, and he was unable to get a clean shot away. Now Magnus with it over the line. Magnus will gain the zone, being watched closely by Reimer as he had that one poked away. Magnus will follow up. Centering pass for Jackstite. Lost that one in his feet, able to get it back. Jackstite now on the near side, centering pass for Weems, and that shot got blocked by Anderson and rolls into the far corner. Reimer now up for Lukian. A no-look pass gets intercepted by Magnus. That's now Jackstite with it. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. And a good stick there by Bryce Williams as he was able to poke that one away from Jackstite. As now Weems is able to keep that one in, but doesn't have enough steam to get to the goal. Lukian moves around Laframboise. That's now Gervais with it. Up for Laframboise. Nice move around Beatty. Beatty does a good job to stick with him, however. As he'll send it down for Gervais. Gervais now will play that one off the wall. And that is how the first period will end. So, quite the late fury as we've hit the end of period number 1. Shots on goal, 13-5 in favor of the home side, who are the Axemen, and they have the lead on the scoreboard as well. It's 2-1. So second period upon us. Game 3 of the day, the second meeting between the Axemen and the Bucks. Of course, the Bucks beat the Axemen 9-5 in the opening game. Axemen have the 2-1 lead here through the first 15 minutes. So the teams will switch ends. Face-off controlled by the Axemen as Richardson with it now. Will push it in deep. McNabb out of his net, and he'll leave it for Williams. Now Crossland will send that one up for Grimm, who's going to try to chase that one down, and does, and a backhand chance. Good stop made there by Schatz. Grimm still with it, being watched closely by Weems. It's now Eskra with a shot on goal, doesn't make it there. It's now Jackstite with it. Richardson for Jackstite. That pass is intercepted. Eskra walks in with a shot, and that one gets blocked. Anderson tries a centering pass, but Laframboise was there to intercept that one in the slot, and he comes away with a burst of speed. Over the line, has Magnus with him. Magnus is going to slow up. Being watched closely there by Williams, and that's a good block by him. Rolls right to Richardson, however. Richardson with a shot, and a good stop made there by McNabb. And there's that one stuck right to the Young Bucks goalie. So, defensive zone face-off here for the Bucks. And I think that's Anderson that's out to take the job versus Laframboise. Face-off won by Anderson. Reimer now with it. Up for Peters. Peters trying to outrun Carter and get position on him, and here he comes, Peters. Back for Broussard with a shot, and he fires it just wide. Now here comes Carter the other way. Over the line for Gervais. Now Reimer with it. Anderson up for Carter Broussard. Broussard over the line. Still with it. There's a centering pass. As that one doesn't work. And now Laframboise will lift it out, goes off the Jumbotron, so the face-off will come inside to the right, I believe, of Brandon Schatz. So face off to the right of the Axemen goal. Anderson will stay out for the face-off, but he loses it. Good defensive zone face-off win. I think that was Christian Magnus. Carter will now send that one ahead for Baschuk. Baschuk will slow it down. As he'll try to spin away from Beatty on the near side. Still with it, this Baschuk. Looking for an outlet. As he'll just send it down for another Axemen forward. Harach. Now Baschuk with it. Well, put a shot on goal. Loose ball in front. It's now Broussard up for Peters. Has the lone Bucks goal with it. Anderson tries to poke that one past his man but can't. It's now Henschel with it. A long shot by Henschel goes wide. It's now Cushion with a chance in front. Reimer with it. Reimer will go off the wall for Peters. As now here comes Peters with it. Peters still with it. As he'll take a shot and that one doesn't get through. I think that was blocked by Henschel. Down low for Lukian. Lukian tries a centering pass. That one doesn't work and that one will go into the benches. So that face-off, I believe, will remain inside. No, I think they're going to go the neutral zone. So must have gone off of a Bucks player and then out. Face-off won by Laframboise. Now Eckel with it. Eckel with a shot on goal. That one goes wide. Now long lead feed for Cushion, who's able to knock it down. Working on Crossman. It's 1-on-2 as Williams is trying to get back. Cushion still with it. Back for Jackstite with a shot. And he sends it high. Laframboise is able to cut it off for Jackstite. Sends it down low for Cushion, but a good job there by Crossland to get in the way. Now Laframboise on his backhand, sends it back for Weems with a long shot and a good stop by McNabb. He does a good job to make sure that there's no rebound there either. So the face-off will come to the left of the Bucks goal. So Magnus out to take the offensive zone draw for the Axemen. A little bit of a bouncing ball. Magnus is able to find it, tries to work his way through and can't. And now here's a foot race. Lukian trying to out-hustle Richardson for it. And he is able to do so. Lukian now with it is going to slow up. Tries to make a move around Richardson and does, but unable to get a good shot away. Lukian will throw it around the wall for Beatty. Ruben Beatty tries a centering pass. That ball squirted out in front, but Josh Grimm was tied up. Now Gervais off the wall for Magnus. Being watched closely by Lukian, who's the first man back. There's a shot and a good stop by McNabb as he'll steer that out of play with 10:15 to go. So face-off will come in the neutral zone. Face-off won by Anderson. Beatty with it now. So he'll just go DDD for Nick Reimer. Reimer over the line, drops it off for Carson Eskra. Eskra going to try to fight his way to the net. And it's him and Henschel bump. Henschel actually lost his stick. There's a centering pass for Lovis, and now Anderson turns and fires, but that one got blocked. Richardson up for Gervais. Bo Gervais now tries a centering pass. That one goes off of a leg. Now Eskra with it for Anderson. Anderson is going to try to cut his way through. Nice pass, and they score! Braden Lovis on a great pass from Josh Anderson. Looked like he might have actually fanned on it. I don't think that ball left the floor. I think he wanted to go high, but either way it still works as it slid in under the pad of shots. But it's 2-2. So good job by the Bucks to respond after the Axemen had the game's first 2 goals. 2 unanswered from the Bucks, and we're back to square one with 9:30 and counting remaining. There's a long shot by Laframboise. That went wide. There's now Laframboise with it, trying to work his way through. There's now Anderson with it on the near side. Here comes Josh Anderson with it. That one got poked away. Crossland will settle it down in the neutral zone. Far side now. There's a long shot, easily gloved by Shots, and he'll hang on to that one. Now Beattie will try to settle that one down after the face-off. Baschuk in a battle with Beattie. Good battle along the far wall. That one gets picked up. Beattie now with it. Baschuk sends it across for Magnus with a shot, and a good stop by C.J. McNabb. A great feed from Baschuk as Magnus was looking far side. Now Grimm with it the other way. Here comes Grimm over the line, and that's going to be offside with 8:24 to go, but a glorious chance for Christian Magnus. But he can't solve McNabb. Neutral zone face-off controlled by the Bucks. As now here comes Magnus out the other way. I thought it was going to be an icing call against the Bucks, so the face-off is going to come back down in the Axemen zone. So face off to the rights of Shots. There's a long shot, and that one hit Grimm, and that stung him. Josh Grimm blocked that shot inadvertently, and he's going to have to get off. It's now Peters with it, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Now Carter Broussard will pick up that loose ball. Centering pass for Peters. It's now Peters with it. As now here comes Jeremy Cushion down the left side over the line. Crossland keeping a close eye on him as he'll slow up. Sends it back for Jackstite. Jackstite now with it, being watched closely by Williams. Magnus now tries to turn and fire. Anderson was right there to block that, and that one gets pushed forward for Peters. Now Peters with it. And now Jackstite will give it up for Henschel. Henschel has a goal tonight. There's a pass towards the goal as Henschel, or as Jackstite, pardon me, was streaking in. As that one gets sent out now for Lukian. Able to knock that one down. Gervais is able to strip him. Lukian in a battle to try to get it back, and now here comes Laframboise over the line with a shot, and a good stick from Bryce Williams. As that one will go into the netting behind the Bucks goal. Face off to the right of the Bucks goal. Carter with a shot, and that one goes wide. Beatty, the first dude, being watched closely there by Gervais. So now here comes Beatty up the near side. Now Lukian will play that one off the hop from the boards. Lukian on the right wing board, trying to make a move around Hensel. Anderson in there to help out, but the Axemen do get it, and Lafrembois will come out the other way over the line on the near side. As that pass hit a stick, so Caden Fiacco back on the left wing boards right near the blue line. Down low for Gervais. Gervais tries to centering pass, that one doesn't work. As Reimer goes up the wall for Lukian. Near side, right near the Axemen bench, and he'll just chip that one forward for Eckel. Nice pass. Here comes Eckel. Nice pass back for Lukian. Lukian being watched closely by Carter, and Lafrembois will come in and steal that ball. Beatty off the wall now for Anderson. Too hot for him to handle. As now Gervais could be a 2-on-2 forming. Far side for Fiacco. Makes a nice move around Reimer, but then lost it. Good job by Beatty to come in and fill. As now Beatty just pokes that one past Lafrembois, and here comes Lukian the other way with a shot on goal, and that one's blockered aside by shots. Eckel with it on the far wall. Crossland send it down for Eckel just inside the line. Down low for Anderson on his off wing on the right side. Anderson trying to work his way through and can't. As that one just gets sent down the length of the ice, it's going to be on the goal, so no icing. Now here comes Eskra with it. Slides it across for Lovis. Lovis the centering pass. Eskra pulls up the score! Not sure if it hit Peters in front or not, but the shot from Carson Eskra goes in. Might have taken a redirect. We'll see who they give it to, but as it stands now, it's 3-2 Bucks with 4:43 remaining in the second period. So either way you slice it, it's a 1-goal lead for the Bucks, 3 unanswered in this one for them as well. So you know that the Axemen are going to push. As now Weens with it. Will send it in deep. Ooh, and that one got past McNabb. Now Eskra. Up now for Peters. Here comes Peters with it over the line. Nice pass for Lovis. Here comes Lovis with a backhand chance and a good stop by shots. Weens in a battle with Lovis behind the Axemen goal. Eskra now with it. Near side boards. Trying to buy himself some time, being watched closely by Magnus, and trips over the ball, so Magnus now with it the other way. He'll leave it for Richardson. Here comes John Richardson over the red line. Over the blue line now. Draw pass for Baschuk. Richardson gets the return feed. Centering pass for Baschuk, and he couldn't get turned around in time as he was in front of the net. As now Crossland will send that one out for Anderson, and Anderson got a stick tied up in the body of Weems, so that will allow the Axemen to come over the line. There's a long shot that goes wide. Eskra now moves it up for Peters, and now here comes Peters with it. He gets tied up, and that ball will roll to Nate Carter just inside his own blue line. Now Magnus takes the feed on the near wall just inside the line. Magnus will slow up as the Axemen are changing. There's a shot blocked by Crossland. Magnus now looking for a streaking player to go to the net, but throws it on the net and right into the chest of CJ McNabb, who's able to find that one and hang on. Good rebound control from the Bucks goalie so far in this one. Shots on goal 20-15 for the Axemen. Down on the scoreboard, however. Face off to the right to the Bucks goal, and it's won by the captain Anderson. Reimer up the near side for Nathan Eckel. Tries a centering pass for Anderson. He wasn't able to catch up with it, and now Jack Stite the other way. Lead feed for Laframboise, just out of his reach, so he'll follow up. Throws it behind the net for Jackstite. Jackstite now going to set up behind the Bucks goal. Trying to see if he can't get some players open. Jackstite now still with it behind the Bucks goal. As now there's a center pass for Carter, and he found on that one. Loose ball in front as it comes out the other way. And McNabb was able to get a piece of it. As that one's chipped in by Henschel, but I think it goes out of play, so the faceoff is going to come outside. Great patience behind the Bucks goal from Kagan Jackstite, and found a streaking Nate Carter, who slipped in behind the Bucks defense in the slot, but it looked like he might have fanned on it, so it ended up rolling wide, but nonetheless a dangerous chance. Looking for the equalizer, 2:43 remaining in the second period. As now, here comes Magnus with it over the line. Christian Magnus with a shot, and that one will stick to McNabb as well. So we'll do the face-off all over again, this time to the right of the Bucks goal. Now Reimer with it. They'll send it around the wall. Magnus is the first to it. Back for Carter. Carter with a shot on goal. They score! Kagan Jackstite with the redirect in front. And the Axemen get their tying goal with 2:23 remaining in the second period. So a great deflection by Jackstite, and with the amount of offense that the Axemen possess, you knew it was probably only a matter of time before they found an opportunity for the tie, and there it was. Reimer now with it. Here comes Reimer over the line, makes a nice move on Carter. Because now he'll peel back. Laframboise with it now, sends it up for Magnus. So Magnus and Laframboise and Jackstite are now back out onto the floor. So the three that started this game have since reunited. Jackstite for Magnus. Magnus will throw it on goal, and that one will be easily covered by McNabb. So the Axemen will take a timeout here. Try to set up an offensive zone play. Laframboise, Christian Magnus, Kagan Jackstite. The three forwards talking about what they want to do here. John Richardson is going to come out on defense, as is Beaugervais. So I would assume that Magnus will probably drop back to defense. That's typically what the Axemen do when they load up. So the face-off to the right of McNabb. 1:46 on the clock, and a 3-3 tie. Laframboise was able to control that one off the face-off. Center pass for Jackstite with a shot, and a good stop by McNabb. So that was a good look from the Axemen. Jackstite already with 2 tonight. Mike Henschel, the other goal scorer for the Axemen. Magnus will knock that one down, and it's going to be a high stick. Axemen are pleading their case about that. Referee Ray Berzitsky talking to Christian Magnus about that call. So now Grimm out for the face-off for the Bucks. So good to see him back out. Crossland now with it. For Peters, tries to work his way through but can't. Richardson can't get it out. Laframboise to the line but not out. Crossland will just backhand that one in. Magnus now with it. So now here comes Peters with it. Peters with a backhand chance. That one doesn't make its way through. It's loose. Peters is able to pick it up from behind the net. Centering pass. Crossland now will creep down. But now Grimm will turn and fire. And that one missed. Grimm able to cut that one off. As now Richardson sends that one to the line but not out. Williams with a long shot. That one hit shot. He doesn't know where it was. But thankfully Magnus was there to pick that one up and he'll start out on the near side. Over the line for Laframboise. He's going to turn. Wants to send it back to Magnus. Good stick by Crossland to sweep that one away. Beaugervais will pick it up. 30 seconds remaining in the second period now. Now Gervais tries to centering pass out in front. And that one was a dangerous chance for the Axemen. Now Laframboise couldn't get to it. And now this could be a breakaway for Carter Broussard. Broussard in. And a great stop by Shots. And now 10 seconds left. It's Eskra with a shot and he hammered it high and wide. Not sure if Eskra knew how much time was on the clock. But now here comes Laframboise. He's going to try a shot the other way at the end of the period. And he sends it wide, and that's how period number 2 will end. So great back and forth action towards the second half of that second period. The Axemen find the tying goal, and we're through 2 at a 3-3 tie. There you go. Welcome back to period number 3 of the third game of the opening weekend of the 2024 Saskatchewan Premier Ball Hockey League. The Axemen and the Bucks are in a tight battle, 3-3 after the opening 30 minutes. The Axemen got out to a 2-0 lead. Bucks responded with 3 unanswered, and then Keegan Jackstite with his second of the game. Towards the end of that second period, evened it up for the Axemen, and that's where we're at. As he'll start out with Christian Magnus and a shot, and once again a good stop there from CJ McNabb. And so we'll get set for an early face-off to the left of McNabb. Williams will swing it around for Derek Lukian as he looks for the clear. And that one does get out. Taken over by Anderson, who's looking back the way of Lukian. Right on that far side by the player benches. It's now Crossland. Back for Bryce Williams. Williams for Anderson. Chips that one in for Lukian. Lukian now across for Eckel, and he just misfired that one. Eckel now tries to send that one back for Lukian. It's now Lukian for Anderson. Back up for Crossland. Now Crossland has that one poked away by Jeremy Cushion. Cushion now with it. Being watched closely there by Crossland. Magnus with a centering pass. That one doesn't work. Here comes Anderson now away. Josh Anderson with a shot and a good blocker stop by Shots. Anderson will follow up with his own rebound on the near wall. Anderson tries a centering pass. There's a shot by Eckel, and he fired that one just high. Crossland, oh, check that, that's Beatty now. But we'll send that down for Lukian. Lukian spins away from Nate Carter. Lukian walking in with a shot, good stop. Rebound, and Lukian couldn't get turnaround in time. As now Lukian with it. A centering pass, and Jackstite was there. Gets it to the line, but not out. There's a shot by Reimer, a redirect in front, and a good stop by Shots. Lukian with it. Being watched closely there by Carter. trying to work that one free. Carter's able to come away with it, and he'll send that one to the line. Beatty's able to keep it in for Reimer. That pass just missed him, and now this could be a chance for Magnus. Although he's gassed, he's at the end of a shift, so he'll just slow things up and wait for some line mates to get set up. Beaugervais on the far wall. He'll send it for Wiens. Wiens will throw to an open corner. Jackstein with it, being tied up there by Anderson. Jackstein now, as Anderson is able to chip that one to himself. And here he comes. He has Eckel with him. It's a 2-on-2, and that shot goes high and wide. Eckel's able to find that loose ball at the near wall. Watched closely there by an Axemen defender. That was Wiens he was tied up with. That's now Carson Eskra is with it. Eskra tries a centering pass, and that one gets cut off by Wiens in front of the Axemen goal. And he will just chip that one out, but not out. Grime with a shot. Now Gervais with it, as Josh Grimm will poke that one free. Beatty now with a long shot. Good to see Josh Grimm back on the floor after he took that shot to what looked like the midsection earlier in the second period, but he has returned and he's back out on the floor. As now here's a chance for Caden Fiacco, turns and fires, and a good stop by McNabb, and he hangs on. So both teams will make substitutions. Good pace to that opening few minutes as Laframboise, Rich, and Troy Baschuk will come out. Face off, one back for Henschel, who will chip that one into the netting. So face off will come outside, or inside, pardon me. Laframboise trying to go forward with that, and that one goes off the back of the net. It's a dangerous, sneaky dangerous chance for him. Now Laframboise back up for Carter. Carter with a shot, and that one got blocked by Eskra. As now there's a shot, and that one trickles just wide. Laframboise tried to play that bounce and couldn't. As now here comes Eskra. Now Laframboise with a shot, and that one goes off the post. Crossland now looking for an out. As icing is going to be waved off, so Henschel will chase back. He'll throw it around the wall for Carter. Now up to the near side for Christian Magnus down the right wing boards over the blue line. Into the Bucks end. Centering pass as the Bucks are able to find it and come away with it the other way. Nice long lead feed for Carter Broussard. Broussard for Peters trying to poke that one free can't. Broussard now will move that one back for Anderson, who takes a shot. And that one goes wide. As that one is chipped out. Can Baschuk beat this one out? Icing's going to be waved off because McNabb came out of his net anyways. As now Jeremy Cushion with some space. There's a shot. Good stop by McNabb. Baschuk trying to jam away at that open rebound and unable to do so. Broussard with it on the far side wall now. Into the neutral zone. As that one will trickle into the Axemen zone, but here comes Magnus. It's a 1-on-2 the other way. Magnus being watched closer there by Reimer at the near wall just inside the blue line. Magnus now will just send that one into the open corner. Cushion and Anderson come together in a battle. It's now Cushion, a centering pass, and a good job there by a Bucks defender to get a stick in the lane. As now here comes Anderson out with some speed the other way. Anderson is going to slow up, sends it down for Peters. Peters at the side of the goal. And that one didn't get through. I think Magnus had the block. Peters now still with it, tries a backhand chance, and that one goes wide. Carter will find that one. Tries to push that one to the line, but not out. Now Broussard off the far wall for Anderson. Back for Peters. Has some space. He's going to walk in, and that one might have hit a body on the way to the net. But now Peters throws it across for Anderson. Picks it up off the far wall. Anderson being watched closely there by Richardson and Carter. We'll send that one back for Crossland with a shot, and that one goes off the stick of Jackstite. Beatty now with it. Beatty trying to buy himself some space down low. Beatty tries a centering pass. That one was off target, and that will allow Jackstite to find it for the Axemen. Kagan Jackstite will send that one off the wall, or off the netting, pardon me, and the face-off will come inside. Face-off will come to the right of the Axemen goal. Lukian back for Crossland. Crossland now with it. Has Lukian on that far side, who's calling for it, and that one rolls just wide. As that was Grimm that had a chance at it in front. And now here comes Gervais with it the other way. Gervais for Laframboise tries a toe drag, but that one gets thwarted. Now it's a 3-on-2. Grimm for Eckel. Back for Grimm. And now the Axemen are able to pick up that loose ball. And now here comes Gervais with it for Fiacco. Fiacco walking in. For Gervais, loose ball in front, and that one gets cleared out. Now here comes Lukian. Too far for his reach. Fiacco with it. Has that one swatted back. Carter now for Mike Henschel. Henschel in his own zone. He just gets to red and dumps it into the open corner. Crossland will lift that one out. Henschel tries to play that one, misplays it. Icing waved off. Now that's a loose ball. Lukian almost was the first to it, as him and Carter collide, but now here comes Magnus. A nice move at the line. Christian Magnus in with a shot. A good stop by McNabb. Reimer will go off the wall for Estra as he tries to go off the wall past Richardson and can't. But now here comes Magnus with it, as Magnus got stripped. And now Estra trying to make a move on Richardson but can't. Reimer will turn back in his own zone as he'll ship that one off the wall for Estra, and that one gets out. Now here comes Braden Levis the other way. Levis and Richardson collide, no call. Now Baschuk over the line on the right wing. Troy Baschuk will just throw it on net, and McNabb will find that one and hang on. Not a bad play, as the Axemen will get a offensive zone face-off. End-to-end action here in the third period, and what is a 3-3 hockey game. Now Ruben Beatty is with it in his own end. Beatty now over the line. He'll just throw it in. Henschel back for it. Laframboise with it now. Josh Laframboise in his own end, waiting for his line mates to get set up. As he'll just go D-to-D for Henschel, who goes off the wall up at the near side for Jeremy Kushin. Kushin now. Kushin tries to make a move around Eskra and can't, and now he breaks out the other way. Could be a 3-on-2. Eskra will slow up just inside the line. There's a shot. That one goes wide and takes a funny hop, and Shots will find it and hang on. So now the Bucks will get an offensive zone face-off with under 6 to go in the third period. 5:58 and a 3-3 tie. No scoring here for either side in the third period. Terrific pace to this one as well. So Anderson out to take the face-off. There's Laframboise. Anderson tries to go forward with it, but He gets stopped by Lafrembois, and the Axemen are able to get it out. Gervais is going to give chase, but Reimer is first to it for the Bucks. Nick Reimer, behind his own goal, almost gave it up, and Petey will push it up for Peters. Here comes Peters now with it over the line. He's got a goal tonight. Evan Peters with a shot, and he'll just play that off the wall. Centering pass goes nowhere. Lafrembois the first to it. Up for Fiacco, and Fiacco will send it down. Icing waved off. I think it went off of a Bucks player, and that's why. Now Anderson. Up for Peters, who's able to knock that one down. And here comes Peters with it in. Evan Peters with a chance. Save made their shots, gets knocked down by his own defender. Ball is loose, and the Axemen are able to clear it out. It's going to go down for an icing call, but it could have been a whole lot worse. As the Axemen escape, shots ran into his own defender, then knocked him down. The ball was sitting there. It was loose, but a Bucks player just unable to get his stick on it. Face-off will be won by the Bucks. There's a shot that gets blocked. Peters, a centering pass and a good stick by Richardson as he was protecting the slot. Good job by Beattie, who's able to keep the ball in the zone. Broussard now with it. Sends it down low for Grimm. Josh Grimm now waiting. Grimm's going to walk in with a shot and a good block by Williams. Yes, the face-off will now remain in the Axemen zone to the right of Brandon Schatz. So Grimm out to now take the face off. He's able to win that one back. There's a shot on goal, save made. Big rebound. Peters wasn't able to find it. Centering passes intercepted by Magnus. Could be a 3-on-2 the other way. Here comes Baschuk over the line. Back for Magnus. Magnus now with it. Tries to make a move and he lost the handle to it. Magnus now, a centering pass. There's a shot and that one got blocked by Grimm. Boy, a couple of big blocks in this one for Josh Grimm, and he's feeling it. That's now Peters on the right boards. Tries to get that one into the zone but can't. Jackstite off the bench and over the line. Pushes it towards to himself. Jackstite tries to get that one to the wall, but Williams is able to intercept that one. Now here comes Peters with it. Now there's a centering pass. That one doesn't work. It's now Weens with it. A centering pass. There's a shot that gets blocked by Williams. Loose ball that McNabb will just find and hang on to. So face-off will come to the left. The Bucks goalie CJ McNabb. 3:47 remaining in the third period. It's a 3-3 tie. This will go directly to a shootout should the game end in a tie. Face-off won by Lafrembois. Henschel with a shot, and he sends it high and wide. Jackstite now with it. We'll slow it down on the far wall. Back for Carter at the point. Carter with a shot. Scores! Nate Carter with the shot. Might have been tipped in front by Lafrembois. Then with 3:33 to go, the Axemen have a 4-3 lead. So it all started with the face-off win in the offensive zone. And a good job by the Axemen to get it back to the point to Nate Carter from that far wall with a blast, and Lafrembois, I think, got a stick on it in front. And either way, it beats McNabb, and it's a 4-3 Axemen lead. And now Jackstite with it as the Axemen are looking for more as this one winds down. Jackstite with it. Tries to chip that one forward. Carter with another shot. That one gets redirected wide. Jeremy Cushion in after it now. There's a long shot. Cushion with a deflection and a good stop by McNabb, who will hang on with 3:07. So you know that the Bucks are going to have a big push here over the next 3 minutes and 7 seconds, and maybe in about a minute and a half, a minute 40, we'll likely see CJ McNabb head to the bench for the extra attacker. Face-off one there. There's a shot by Jackstein and a good stop by McNabb. And you know that if you're the Axemen, you just want to keep this ball down in the Buck zone as soon as you can. Or as often as you can, I guess I should say. As now that one gets pushed out. Schatz will come out of his crease to play that one. Lukian tries to block that clearing attempt but can't. As now here comes Jackstein with it. Kagan Jackstein sends it across for Cushion and a good stop by McNabb with 2:43 remaining. As the Axemen continue to push ahead by 1. And I think the Bucks are going to take a timeout here with 2:42 to go. So we'll see what both of these teams come up with. Boy, CJ McNabb has been pretty good in that Bucks net. Both of these goalies. Brandon Schatz's a little bit of a bounce back performance, if you would, as well. Of course, he gave up 9 goals in that opening game between these two teams. Steered aside 29 of 32 shots here in this one. Meanwhile, CJ McNabb has kicked out 36 of 40. So, Laframbois out to take the face-off. He's out with Magnus and Jackstein. Grimm, Eskra, Lovis, all out for the Bucks. Face-off won by Grimm in his own end. Nick Reimer now with it. Near far side for Brassard, for Eskra, pardon me. Evan Peters now with it. We'll send it up for Lovis, who just gets it in. Still a little early to pull McNabb, so he'll stay in his crease for now, but he is slowly but surely walking his way to the crease, but now he's going to have to retreat as here comes Magnus with it the other way, and he'll just push it in deep. And you know that the Axemen will be content to just get that ball over center and send it down the length of the floor. Lovis, who has a goal tonight, has Ween step on him. Peters with it now. That one will just get sent in deep, and there goes McNabb to the bench for the extra attacker. So Lukian will now come out. Axemen trying a long lead feed for Jackstein, and this could do it. Kagan Jackstein, no! That one gets sent wide. Great job by Lukian, who was able to get back. And now Peters will slow it down. As that one almost got intercepted by Jackstein. This now Anderson will just hammer that one in. Schatz will find that one. Tries to play that one out, but it gets cut off by a Bucks player. 1:15 to go now. As now Jackstein with it. Tries to circle and send that one up for Magnus. Anderson is going to hustle back now, and that one is going to go wide. Magnus now hard after it. Magnus for Jackstein, and he sends it wide. Final minute now, 54 seconds and counting. Lukian with it. Up for Reimer. Back for Lukian. Lukian will send that one in deep. Carter, the first one back for it for the Axemen. Now Laframboise with it, gets cut off behind the net. Lobos' centering pass, and they just missed. Reimer now with it, with space. Reimer for Lukian. Lukian double clutches, and that shot got blocked. Good block by Carter. 25 seconds left now. Anderson with it. It's going to step into one. That one goes wide. Peters with a backhand chance in front. Grimm with a backhand chance. They score! Josh Grimm with 15 seconds remaining. And the Bucks find the equalizer. It's 4-4. It was a mad scramble in front, and I think it might have been Josh Grimm that put it in. It was indeed Grimm that put it in. And unless something happens in this next 15 seconds, we're going to be heading towards a shootout. The Axemen are going to take a timeout here. But the extra attacker pays off for the Bucks. Both teams will make their way back to center. So Magnus out to take the face off versus Anderson. And now that one will get sent ahead. Carter with Anderson hot on his trail. As now Lukian is going to try to walk in with a shot, and a good stop by Shots, and that's how this regulation will end, and we're going to head to a shootout here. As the Bucks with a late push almost found the one to pull them ahead, but now it's going to come down to a series of the most exciting plays in hockey, and that is the shootout. So we'll see if it's the best of three here. That's what I would assume in the shootout. I guess we'll find out. But the goalies will switch ends. It looks as if it's a 5-player shootout. I believe that's just what the official Ray Berzinski said. Axemen will shoot first. And it's going to be Beau Gervais for the Axemen. In on McNabb. Gervais lost the handle to it. Looked like he wanted to go backhand, but lost the handle as he switched. So now in comes Derek Lukian for the Bucks. Had a great first game between these two teams. A little quieter here in this second game, but an opportunity to put his team ahead in the shootout. In comes Lukian. Lukian, backhand, stopped by Shots. Brandon Shots read that the whole way. Then stuck with Lukian and was able to slide across and make that save. So now here comes Josh Laframboise for the Axemen. It looked like he was going to have the game winner with 3:33 left. Now an opportunity to put his team ahead again. Laframboise in, scores. Laframboise slowed it right down and then opened up the 5-hole on CJ McNabb. And the Axemen have the 1-0 lead in the shootout. So in comes Nathan Eckel now for the Bucks. On Shots, Eckel slowly in, scores. Shots got a piece of it, but not enough. And Nathan Eckel with the response. And it looks like the Axemen are going to send out Christian Magnus next. In comes Magnus. with a burst of speed. Magnus scores right over the glove of CJ McNabb. So the big guns for the Axemen, Laframboise and Magnus have scored in the shootout, but here comes one of the big guns for the Bucks. Josh Grimm in. Grimm, stop eye shots. Good stop there, and is that how this one will end? I don't think it is, because it is a 5-person shootout, so. But I would think that if the Axemen score here, it's likely over. And they're going to send out Kagan Jackstite. And here comes Jackstite. In on McNabb. Jackstite in. Stop by McNabb. A good stop by McNabb as Jackstite went to the backhand. And McNabb stuck with him. And now Josh Anderson for the Bucks, looking for a response. I would think that he probably has to score to keep this one alive, I would think. So we'll see what Anderson does. He's gonna go in slowly. Anderson. Stop by shots. I think he got a piece of it. And now Beau Gervais will, or no, check that, Caden Fiacco will come out for the Axemen. I believe this is their 5th shooter, I think. So in comes Fiacco. Scores! And that will win it for the Axemen. So they're able to respond with their first win of the 2024 Premier League season, although they needed a shootout to do it. But they're able to one-up the Bucks in the second meeting between these two teams, and what was really a back-and-forth battle came down right to the wire. And in a shootout, the Axemen beat the Bucks 5-4.